Welcome back to Authentic Motorworks. I'm Ed, and this is my 1962 Plymouth Belvedere. This is a really, really cool car. I just picked it up now. I had to get it. The reason being, I've known of this car since 1998, and I've always wondered where it went. Long story short, last night on Facebook Marketplace, and there it is. Been listed for 4 hours, and I just had to go get it. Let's take a look around, and I'll give you some of the back history. So again, as I said, 1962 Belvedere, real Strippo model. This was a West Coast car into the early 90s and then brought to the East Coast and built out like this. And you notice, being such a Strippo, it doesn't even have an external rear view mirror. Yeah, I mean, real bare bones basic car. The kind of thing you want to build a car like this out of. It was black at the time when it was put together originally in the early 90s. And then, and here's sort of the link onto how and why I had to have this car. My friend Jeremy in 1998 painted this car. The owner at that time wanted to come in and have a few touch-ups done. Nothing crazy, just wanted to have a little touch-ups. And well, we all know how things spiral out of control, and it ended up with a complete paint job. At that time, also what was done, and I'm busy walking ahead of things, is a lot of NOS was put on this car, such as the front and rear emblems here. These were purchased as NOS in 1998, along with some of the side trim. Don't know all of the items, but it was a fair amount. And these were pricey items. I mean, these are obscure things. I don't know exactly what he paid, but for 1990s money, it was a fair chunk. Anyway, Jeremy did a beautiful job on this thing, and this paint job, again, was done in 1998, 1999. It was done in Glazerite, and it still looks spectacular. Could use just a slight cut and buff, but again, I'm being very, very nitpicky. The thing is super straight, really nice shine, and badass. I mean, look at these headlamp bezels. Look at these things. There's not even a ding on them. Those might have been NOS at the time. Same thing for the grille. Grille is super nice. I mean, I think it's absolutely perfect. Plymouth emblem right there in the front of the hood, and the other bezel. Bumpers were chrome back then. And after that, the car like fell off the planet Earth. It's one of those cars that you're hanging out, having a beer with your buddies, or doing something that night, and you're reminiscing about cars you knew back in the day. This would be one that would come up, especially since it had a name, and that name, Soul Taker. This plate was on that car back in the 1990s. Unfortunately, the individual who I purchased it from had it in his inventory, and it came with the car. So what is the car, or what's the drivetrain? Let's cut to the chase. So this thing has a very fresh 512 Mopar 440 with cross rams. This is my first time opening the hood, so I'm going to be fumbling at this. Bear in mind, I'm doing this video as a one-shot take because I've got 3 other videos that I have yet to edit, and I don't have time for them. So I wanted to get something out there on this car before it gets squirreled away in the garage for a couple of months until I get my life's things in order. So back to the car. 512, 440 source, stroker kit, cross rams, headers, cross flow radii, which is really not my speed, but again, the car was done in the 90s, and it's got a little bit of that 90s feel between the braided hose, the AN lines and stuff like that, the MSD just sitting out here on the inner fender well and stuff. These are things I'd like to improve upon, but again, one thing at a time here as we go through it. Transmission is also fresh. So the engine and transmission have about 200 miles on them. Transmission is a Passon Hemi overdrive 4-speed. Never had one before. It's going to be pretty cool to experience it. And then out back, Dana 60 with 410 gears, a girdle for the differential, and also the leaf springs were relocated, so they're inboard in order to fit the tires. The interior. So they put together, or whenever this was done in before Kurt, the the owner back in the 90s purchased it. So this is a leather interior, or pseudo leather. It's very nice shape. I know the lighting in here is subpar. It is evening. 4-speed, roll control, monster tack. Not really a big fan of that steering wheel. Again, I got great plans. We always do when you find something. We'll see how far it goes, but I'd really like to tone it down a little bit. It's got Convo Pros on it all around. Tires are brand new, and it's also got 4-wheel disc brakes. All of that was also put on within recent time. I think 2024 was when that was put on. I think this car really would benefit from a nice set of Steelies, 15x8s on the back, 15x6s on the front, and some 1962 dog dishes. I'm thinking that direction. We'll see where it goes. Again, plenty of thoughts. We'll see what time we have to execute upon them. In the back, so we see these 6 taillights. The inner 2 on either side, those are not original. Those were added to the car, I know, sometime prior to the 1990s. Originally, when this car came out, it would only have the outboard ones. With these others that are there, I think these 2 are functional and this one's dummy, something like that. Not 100% sure. I'll have to check it out. Again, beautiful trim, nice lettering, really nice bumper. Let's get underneath it, see if we can see anything. So it's got a full exhaust and a Dana 60, which you can barely see. Again, I apologize for the lighting. This car is super solid. Again, West Coast car to start with. The cowl has never been rusted, typical thing on these early B bodies. There was some patchwork that was done right along the bottom here, and it was the need for that patchwork which sort of ended up spiraling into the full repaint that was done in the 90s. Glass on this thing is beautiful. Front windshield has been replaced at some point, probably 30 years ago, but the car doesn't get used. There's new fuzzies. There's new door weather strips. Again, we got the gauges before. Fuel pressure gauge. I don't know why we really need that on a street car, but anyway, these gauges are hooked up there. Monster tack up top there with a shift light. Headliner is absolutely gorgeous. Really, the whole car is gorgeous. This is one of those things that doesn't really make sense. Full disclosure, sold one of my cars, a blue Super B, a video which has not yet dropped, and committed to purchasing another car. So I'll put a little teaser out there. I picked up a authentic day 2 car. That's all I'm going to say about it right now until I have it in my possession. That video will probably drop in about 4 to 6 weeks when I'm finally able to pick the vehicle up. So if you like this kind of stuff, stay tuned because you're going to love that other car. Let's see what else can we get into. Let's open up the trunk. The key here. Doors just closed beautifully. The interior, when put together, was actually sound deadening. So in the floors and in the doors, there's some Dynamat. So inside, for a car like this, it's actually pretty quiet. There we go. And another thing, 90s refugee stuff. Fuel cell in the trunk. Don't know why that's really necessary. Anyway, that's what they did. Might undo it, might not. Again, ought to just leave it alone right now, but we'll see where it goes. Underside of the trunk. I don't know if, I think all this carpeting that they've put in here was done a long time ago. I know you can't see anything in this video because, again, it's getting dark. So I'm probably going to wrap this up real quick. But yeah, I'm stoked. I couldn't believe that it was there on Marketplace last night, and I didn't sleep much last night because the thought of what the heck am I doing buying this when I've got another car in the pipeline. But I don't know, it's sort of like being at a buffet. Your plate's full, but they came out with fresh bacon. You got to have some more bacon. Anyway, a couple little more glamour shots here of the car. Again, this thing is so killer. It's one of those Mopar body styles that you love to hate, and yet in the right colors with the right attitude, it's just totally out of this world. Never had an early B body before. This is the first one. Again, looking forward to the overdrive Hemi 4-speed. Want to see how that really works with this. I don't know if it's really a right fit with the car, honestly, considering the cam and build on this thing. It's got like a, I don't know, 540 lift cam in it. It's real rumpety and rowdy. Really wakes up the neighborhood though. Anyway, light's going away. I think I've showed you enough for the time being. The Whet Your Appetite will be in future episodes, so please like, share, subscribe, stick around, and we'll see you next time on Authentic Motorworks. Take care. GoPro, stop recording.